Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Sunday. Hope you've had a good weekend. I'm filming this on Saturday, so that's really weird to say. I've got a charity shop haul for you, mixture of books and other things. I really need to stop buying books, but I just can't help myself. What can I say? So let's do the books first, shall we? Because they're easier to just pile on the floor. So I'm going to go biggest to smallest so that I can pile them on the floor easier. Right, what have we got here? This is The Art of Greece. So I saw that. We went to Greece every summer when my kids were little. Love it. Haven't been for years because they're not little anymore. Been about 10 years since I went to Greece. We were all planning to go next summer, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that will happen. So got a nice little book plate here, 1925. Those sort of things always attract me. So 1 year off being 99 years old. I was about to say 1 year off being 100 years old, but there you go. 1 year off being an antique. So I was hoping, as it's The Art of Greece, there'll be lots of nice pictures in here. And there is a list of illustrations, nice thick pages. I love the plain white ones, they're just yummy, and there is lots of them, so this sort of area for notes there, so they'll be absolutely fabulous to use in journals. I might just fold them in half and you know, you've got a journaling spot there in a pocket, or I could use them for backing tags. So let's find the yummy pictures. So there we go, bit of marble there, some little artifacts. So these are like you would find in a museum box. Oh, that's a bit gruesome. That, the tragic poet and a muse. Oh, they're masks. They're not severed heads. Right. Some nice coins. That's very cool. So they're all black and white, but still very usable. Nice little statues. We go around all the ruins when we're on holiday. Even the kids were all right in them. They didn't never moan. I mean, I think telling the story of the Minotaur when we went to Knossos, I think that kind of helped. But yeah, so oh, that's very Greek. The amount of little knickknacks you get in the tourist shops with all those sort of drawings on. So that's fabulous. And the fact that we used to holiday in Greece all the time, it would be nice to do a Greek one just to remember all the lovely holidays. And I could actually make it a personal journal where I put all our photos from when the kids were little. Loved our little Greek holidays we had. So yeah, lots of pictures. So I wasn't disappointed with the amount of pictures in here, and some of these places, like that's the Temple of Zeus at Athens. So we've seen all these places. We've been to the amphitheatre in Athens. So yeah, very nice. And I could actually put with it the pictures of us in those places as well. So that's quite cool. That would be a cool journal, Jez. Remember it and do it. So that's that. Nice little embossing there on, or debossing on the cover like that. I'm getting, you know, I'm really liking old covers. Now this was £3.25. Now for me, that's quite a lot of money. I generally don't go above £2.50 in my local shops. This is my local shop, but this one, it's called Birds, Trees and Flowers Illustrated, and it's got lovely embossing there on the cover. I mean, it's quite fading, it's quite, you know, sun, you know, colour washed out. But I think for about a month I've been going into the charity shop. We go usually on a weekly basis, and every time I've gone in there, I've picked this off the shelf. The first couple of times forgetting that I'd already looked through it, and then it was like I'm picking it up again, and I know I don't want it, And then the last time I went in there and I picked it up again, and it's like, well, I think you're supposed to have it, Jez. If it's still there a month later and nobody else has bought it and you keep picking it up, there's something telling me that you should buy it. And one of the reasons why I didn't want it was that I just got too many books and I was being good, and it was slightly above the price range that I normally spend. But it has got some lovely pictures, an awful lot of black and white ones. And I thought, well, I want nice colour ones, and these are all black and white. And then I thought, actually, there's nothing wrong with black and white. And I thought there is a place for these, really. And I thought you can use it, so many illustrations. And I thought, why don't I just do a black and white journal? And then there are colour ones in there, and the colour ones are amazing. It's a shame they're back and front, but they are amazing. I couldn't see an age of this book, so when I flicked through it last time, I actually found all these colours, whereas previously my flicking had only shown the black and white. But it's like, these are stunning, stunning pictures. So I thought, yeah, let's get them. So yeah, so I love that. Does remind me a little bit of Flower Fairies. If it, you know, it could easily have a flower fairy on that, and that would look like it belonged in one of those books. So that's given me a little idea there. Maybe Flower Fairies journal that's not finished off. I think I'm going to do a whole get these journals finished off series. Yeah, so as you can see, lots and lots of black and white, not too much colour, which was why I was a little bit reluctant to buy it. But in the end, I got sold. If I say, where was the birds? It's birds, trees and flowers. Where's me birds? So yeah, so I went for it. I went for it in the end. And yeah, I said there's no year, not even a year on there. Why couldn't Uncle Jack and Aunt Charlotte put the bleeding year on it where they gifted it? But yeah, I'm sure I can look it up and find it out. There we go. I know some of you sometimes look them up, don't you? And you tell me in the comments, which is great. So pound, that's more like it. I've got quite a few in this series, so it's all based on one artist. And in the book, this is lovely. I love that. So that's the year that this artist was alive, not the year of publication. But it's got lovely pictures. That's why I like it. So yeah, not too many pictures, but I do love the way the edging of the book is all ripped. I think that's a really nice little touch. And for each picture, you've got a little explanation about it, which I liked. So, you know, I can put that in with that, and that would be quite nice. Nice thick pages, so they will be used. But I thought, and you've got these nice plain pages at the back, which I love. But I thought it was worth it for the money for these pictures. I'm going to do a bit of a generic or eclectic, as the in it journal, where I get to use things like this that I have purchased. That's just vintage. That's what I'm thinking. Just a vintage journal with no particular theme, just using some of these lovely things that I've got. I do like that. You kind of think, what's she thinking about? Life's got to be better than just weeding. I think that's what she's a weed burner, isn't she? She's burning weeds. There must be more to life than this. Is that what she's thinking? I don't know. Right, here we go. £2. Oh, this is another Mary Stopes. So I've already got this book. And I bought it again. 1922. Just because it wasn't very expensive and I liked it, and I thought, well, I can keep one to read, now that I read, and one to cut up. But yeah, so yeah, I decided I'd have it. What else have we got here? Oh yes, this was this unfortunately has been covered in sticky back plastic, which renders the cover not really usable. Well, it'd be usable in that I could cover the cover, but I like to use covers, but they put it in that sticky back plastic. It's matte sticky back plastic, but it's sticky back plastic nevertheless. But it's the sort of thing, I think this is like a textbook. This is from 1959, and it's French, so I'm sure it's a textbook, and that's what we used to do at school, wasn't it? Was cover our textbooks to make them last longer. So I like this. I liked the fact that it had red in it. I just thought that was cool. So I thought that would look nice in a journal. So was that a present in 1961 to Jack? So yeah, liked it. It wasn't very expensive. I ain't got a price on it, but it wasn't. And here we've got another foreign language book. I liked the cover. I thought she was quite dapper. So we've got there. This is from Flinton High School. Don't know where that is. In Flinton probably. It says 1977 there, but it actually is 1952. So that's in English, but then we go on then to a bit of French, oh no, the footnotes are English. So yeah, just to have a little bit of foreign language. There's the odd little interesting little picture there that can be used for something. So yeah, liked that. So that's my books. So let's have a look at what else I got. Oh, I bought a bag of stamps because 50p. I thought it'd be rude not to. I haven't even looked at them, but it's like, I don't need stamps. I need stamps like I need glue. Like, not at all. That's a nice big stamp there with the Queen on. I might just bung her over there with some, where's York Minster? I've got, oh, I do like a few of these royal, because I'm still making like clusters and things to finish off my royal journals. So I'll just bung them over there, because they're useful. But yeah, not terribly old, some of these, but they're all right. Oh, Charlie Boy and Diana. But yeah, some, oh, that's the Queen Mum, that, when she were little. I only know that because my royal journals, and I've seen that picture 65 million times. But yeah, so I thought that was worth a goosey gander. 50p, plenty of stuff in there that I can use. So keep picking out them royal ones. So yeah, I liked it. Oh, I like you. Oh, getting a nice little pile up there. It's not really what you're doing here, Jez, but you know, as it's there, I may as well do a little bit of sorting as it's been in my hand. Yeah, love a badger. There we go. So keep picking more out. They're little different ones actually that I've not particularly seen much of. So bit of footy, very excited. So you won't see this. This one's not going up tomorrow. This is going up next week. So we will know how England did in the footy against Spain. My boys will be glued to the telly. I might go out. It'll be like a ghost town, won't it, if I go out? There'll be nobody be, there'll be like tumbleweed in the town. But yeah, so yeah, yes, the Euros tomorrow, England v Spain. So yeah, right, so that's my stamps. So then I got this. This is all bundled together for 50p. and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. Obviously I didn't open it, but I figured we've got a little brown envelope and we've got a little bit of something with a flower on, and I assume each one of these, yeah, has got that, which I thought that was okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, oh, different colour, 4, 5. So I basically pay 10p each for these. So that's, oh, can't fill my bin. I'm filling my bin to throw that sellotape in, and I couldn't get to it. So little tiny cellar bag. Let's see what I've got for me 10p each. So I've got, oh, that comes apart. It says especially for you. So that's the start of a cluster there. Presume that, does that peel off? And it's that sticker, not that I would use it. Or I could detach it. These flowers did attract me. They're like a lily. I love a lily. So I quite like that. We've got a bit of card there, which is actually got like a handmade paper-ish on it. But I think the idea is that you make your own card with it. You can stick that on and stick that on there, and you know, you're making your own card. But for 10p, I've got one of these envelopes. I bought a whole packet of envelopes like this the other day. They're quite cute, and that's like a heart, and that's the closure. So you bend that up, pop it through that hole and put it down. So that, and I could cover that, and that's quite a nice little journaling card. And I could decorate that. That would be the front, and then you've got all this writing space, and you pop it in the envelope. I think that was well worth 10p, wasn't it? And I got 5 of them, so that's really well worth it. I'm going to ditch the bag. I don't need the bag. So they are pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then I got a couple of embossing folders. So I like these ones there. Oh, I'm gonna undo it because I don't want the cellar bag. But I do recycle. I reuse the cellar bags because they're quite handy. That came off really easily, so I'll reuse that for something. So I liked this because grab some paper, Jez. That's about as much use as a chocolate fire guard there, Jez. You can't see what it is. There we go. I think you can see there now. I couldn't see because I had my glasses on. But there. So that's sort of like florals and leaves and things. It was just nice, and I thought, oh, that'll do. And this is like daisy chains. There, I think you can see there. That's like daisy chains, which I really liked. So they can go in my craft collection. It's because it says craft there. My embossing folder box, which is too far over on the shelf where I've got it, and it kind of breaks my arm when I try and get it down, so I need to address that. So that will remind me to address that. Right, and then I've got these. So they just, in my local charity shop, they just received a load of stamps and envelopes and things, and they got so many of them. They were in like a wicker hamper. They were just selling everything for 10p each. So I bought these. They're just envelopes, there's nothing in them. They're all addressed to the Registrar General. This is 1949. This was sent from New Zealand. I presume that's new. Yeah, it says it there on the stamp, you Burke. To Somerset House. I'm not sure why. If anybody knows, they're all to the Registrar General, and they've been sent from Australia and New Zealand. Well, they're all Australia and that one's New Zealand. All 1949, are they? Yep. 48. 49. Don't know why. Don't know why. It would be lovely to know why. But I thought, because I've still got my postal journal to finish off, I thought they would be nice in a postal journal. That one, because it's got the old king on it, I'm going to put that to go in my royal journal. But these ones will just go in my postal journal. I just thought they'd make nice pockets. I'll do something with them, and for 10p each, I thought that was quite a bargain. And then what have I got? I've got a vintage pattern here. I didn't get that in my vintage shop because they charge too much for them, but I like that. It's a bit battered, but I didn't pay very much for this. I think about 25p. But yeah, I liked it. It's old, got nice bits of tissue. I thought it was worth it. So yeah, got that one. Actually, no, it was from this shop. I think it was 10p. I think she went 10p. Like, yeah. So I picked this up 50p. This little bundle in this little bag, I picked up for 50p. So, and what I was drawn to was the fact that there was all these envelopes that are old, and so they've got stains on them, and like that, you lift that up and you can see the cleaner bit underneath. And I went, oh, I like that. We use envelopes all the time, and it's nice to have ones that have got natural sort of dirty from it being sitting around. Lion's brand, I love that, but it's no S there, Jez, it's just Lion brand. So it's like, and there's again they've got natural aging around the edge. I thought they're useful as a base for something, but I like that one's well dirty because you can see where that's been on there. It's a little bit cleaner, not so dirty the ones in the middle, but the front and the back one. And that nice little belly band there to go in a vintage journal. I remember Lion brand stuff, and Basildon Bond from my childhood. I don't know, they're still around today. What we got here, so that's a postcard, not quite so exciting. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Little lined envelope there. That'll be cool to use. What else have we got? That, no, that's all right. Scrappy bit of paper, but that'll fine. I'll shove that in somewhere. Not quite so enamoured by this one, but it's a bit shiny, but I might be able to do something with it. And then there was this packet here. I do like the envelope. So we've got, so these, I used to use things like this. So this is to, you use these labels over a used envelope. So I've got used envelopes there, Jez. So it's a way of saving the planet. So, I mean, it's too big for that envelope, but the idea is that you'd stick that down over the address that's already on it, and you'd fold it over, and so like that's been slit that way, you'd stick it down so you could then put a new address on, and it's a bit of recycling. These were things I had that, so that's dated 1991. So yeah, so it was like an early day of recycling, really. And I had a packet of these for that very reason. So yeah, that's nice to have. That'll be nice to go in a postal journal to remind us of how recycling started. And that's just A5 paper. So I was kind of hoping that there was more of these reusable labels, but there appears to be 2. They'd be nice in a little autumn journal as well, with the little animals. I say autumn because that just reminded me of autumn colours. So yeah, and just some more envelopes, another bit of paper. So that's handy, I thought. So I'll shove you back in there, shove the envelopes in there, and shove all the others in there as well, if they'll fit. So 50p, can't go wrong. You're not going to fit in. So that was good. And oh, they had this as well, and I think I paid about 50p for this and all this. Oh, I'm so excited about this. So we've got, so this is the guaranteed instructions for a Fidelity radio. I think that was the make, because I actually think it's a record player there. So that's just a really nice envelope, nice old envelope, just a nice little bit of vintageness going on there. A little flap, love that. Can shove that in a journal. It's got a really old glassine bag, gotta love that. So got 2 bits of ephemera there. We've got the instructions there for the record player, already folded in half. How wonderful would that be, just in a journal as a page? So that's 3 bits. Here we got another instruction leaflet that would go in a journal. That's not folded, that's just a card, but I could do something with that. That's a single sheet. And then we've got, again, some instructions. Oh, this folds right out, Joes. It's very large. Very, very large. And it folds out again. So that can be cut down into making lots of different pages in a journal. So that's well worth it. All the ephemera in that one little envelope. It had me on the envelope, never mind everything else. So I was very excited about that. So yeah, I'll put them all back, and then they'll go in my vintage ephemera cupboard, which actually probably needs to expand into another cupboard now, because it's getting full. There we are. And then the last thing I got in this haul was some stencils. They had quite a number of these, so I sort of looked through them all and decided on the ones that I wanted. So can we see? So I had these. I thought these would be really good to decorate pages, to put on a stencil. You can decorate the corner of the page. Put that one in the middle. We've got some borders as well. I thought they're just so interesting to just down the side of a page, a bit of stenciling. So I liked that. And then this one, this one, just, I loved that for just a load of numbers. I thought that was quite cool. And I could, you don't have to do the full image, I could do little bits of it of different numbers, and you've got single numbers there. You've even got 21 in the corner, so I guess there's a whole series of them. So yeah, I thought I could do things with that quite easily. So yeah, I was happy with them. I'm not going to put them back in this cellophane because that'll be a pain to use, but they've got this nice little thing there, and I can put them on a hook somewhere. That's part of my organising. So yeah, that's my haul. So I hope you liked that, and I'll be back next Sunday with another haul, and back in the week using some of these things. Okay, bye for now.